be any, because this
Okay,
guy keeps
good
this about
evening,
the third time
everyone.
he's said this. He's done this.
Spring break.
It is
Now he's
April
like, whatever.
6, 2026 at
think I'm getting sober now.
6:04 PM. It's time to call the city council meeting to order. Ms. Jones, roll call, please.
Mr. Austin?
Here.
Mr. Shuck?
Here.
Ms. McGinnis?
Here.
Ms. Nally?
Here.
Ms. Price?
Here.
Mr. Prine?
Here.
Mr. Taylor?
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Brian Reese, I see you standing there already. Thank you.
All right, let's pray. I invite you to join me. Our Father, we come before you this evening, again, thankful for the privilege to be in this hall. I pray that you'd be just giving discernment and wisdom to our council as they consider all the matters on tonight's agenda. Just thank you for all our public servants, those who sit on the council, those who serve on committees, and just for our police, our fire department, our EMTs that just are out there serving and protecting this great city. Be with the items on the agenda again. Just guide our city and give us a place that is just a place people want to be, live, work, and play for a lifetime, as our motto is. It's in your name we pray. Amen. I invite you to stand for the pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Brian.
It's terrible.
All right, is there any announcements
No,
or
it's all good.
public comment that does not pertain to the agenda?
It's all good.
Seeing no one move, we will go on to the consent agenda.
Move to approve the meeting minutes from the March 16th City Council meeting as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we'll go on to old business.
Move to read old business by title only.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to read by title only. All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, item number one, approval of ordinance 2026-06, rezoning to be known as Eagles Landing rezoning. This will be a public hearing tonight, and we can also have public or official action on this one. Ms. Joanna Tennell.
Good evening. This was introduced at the last meeting, and as mentioned there, this has been forwarded to City Council with a favorable recommendation from Plan Commission for adoption with commitments. And Roger Curry is here in order to provide further information.
Okay, at this point, Roger,
Joanna, as Roger makes his way up, Roger, would you please come and introduce yourself? Would you identify where this property is for those that weren't here last meeting?
Sure. This property is located on the east side of Hurricane Road, immediately north of the clubhouse for the Legends. The acreage used to be for the Indiana Golf Academy. This was before Plan Commission and City Council previously as a planned unit development, which included a much more intensive use, had more single-family homes, and this is a modification from that, from those lots, which I believe were about 91 lots, and it's down to 16, and these are all over an acre in size.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Roger Curry. I live at the property, 2625 North Hurricane Road here in Franklin. And Fred Paris and his wife Michelle and I are the owners of the estates at Franklin LLC and are pursuing this rezoning.
okay, and Roger, it was originally approved at 60-some lots, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm happy to give a little background.
If you don't mind, please.
No, yeah, I'd be happy to. So Fred Paris and his wife and I bought the property on June 8th of 2021. And at that time, the property was completely different than it is now. The Legends was right next to it, but it was the Indiana Golf Foundation, and they had moved out. So it had a 26,000 square foot building that was vacant. And when it was being listed for sale, they were basically touting it to be torn down, which we did not want to do. And then there was a par 3 there, 18-hole par 3, and they were in the process of phasing that out. So when we bought it at that time, it was actually zoned a PUD, but it was a PUD that had been in effect for a long time, and it was really outdated because of the changes with the Indiana Golf Foundation leaving and the par 3 being phased out. So the zoning that was in place at that time allowed for offices and related facilities, including a museum, which would not have been a good use, a golf academy, which had already not done well and left because of the technology with online teaching, and a dormitory and other things. So at that time, Fred and I determined that we would like to keep the building, but make it mixed use and build some nice, comfortable apartments. And then we would move on and we would use the approximately 36 acres with the floodplain for residential development. So we pursued a PUD, which was approved, and it essentially provided then that there were 2 residential commercial lots that were zoned for mixed use, and then there was the balance of the real estate would be available for a 91 lot residential subdivision. And we had 4 different densities, so there was 4 phases to it, with the larger lots being closer to the road, being more compatible with the very nice houses that are on Hurricane Road, and then it grew in density as it went closer to the Legends. So when we started that, we had gotten some quotes, and then by the time we went through the process and the quotes were came back as bids, the price had almost tripled. So at that point, one of the design criteria, which we told you we were going to follow, is that it needed to be responsible development. And it seemed to me and Fred that it would be irresponsible to take on a commitment for $7 or $8 million of infrastructure and just have the project bogged down. So we scrapped that. And in working with the city, it's always great to work with the city. They're so helpful. We came up with a 16-lot subdivision. So we decided then that we wanted to rezone it. And so basically, we're going to keep the 2 commercial lots that are currently provided for under the Eagles Landing PUD. So Lot 1 is 4.73 acres, and then Lot 2 is 0.73 acres. So they were already, that's what the current zoning is, and that won't change. And so the Lot 1 is already fully built out. We have residential tenants, and then we have other uses that are all consistent with that zoning. So what we are asking is that we have an ordinance, it's ordinance 2026-07, and all it does is replace the existing ordinance in place so there's no confusion. And so we keep that part of the existing ordinance that applies to the commercial lots, the 5.46 acres. So then that then leaves 46 acres, more or less, and we're asking that that be rezoned to RS1, and we have commitments so that we actually exceed the requirements of the RS1 standards. As an example, under our commitments, the lots will have a minimum of 1 acre, and it's not that high in the RS1. The house sizes, 1 story is 2,600 square feet, 2-story is 3,200 as minimums. We provide for a 3-car garage. Then we also attach standards that had been approved before, but they outline the high-quality building materials that can only be used for that. Those are not in the RS1, so we have that, and then we have anti-monotony language. So what we want is a really nice subdivision with considerably less density. So we would respectfully submit that we meet all the design criteria. The comprehensive plan identifies this area as large lot suburban residential, and so we're falling under RS1. Then with the commitments, it's RS1 plus essentially, so we feel like we are implementing the comprehensive plan. We also feel that this is compatible with the current conditions and zoning, in fact, more compatible than the existing zoning. Right now, the existing zoning is the PUD for the Legends, and then there's a RS2, RS3, and an R2. So obviously, we fall right within that. That's very compatible with the existing zoning. I would also submit that we are going to conserve the property values in the area. There are, several, 4 or 5 beautiful homes just north of us. And so our criteria has been designed so that we will, be as nice as those are. And in fact, I noticed when I just happened to be looking at Morse Golf School, I was going to have my grandson looking at. When I looked online, they actually had a picture for advertising their facility. They had a picture of our building. And because we've put a lot of money in the building, I mean, I think it's literally beautiful. And there they had a, picture of our building advertising their facility. So, I mean, it shows in their mind, we've enhanced the property value. And finally, I think this is responsible development, and Fred and I determined that what we had before, which was a great idea, but wow, I mean, when we went from a bid to a hard quote, it was a shocker. So anyway, for all those reasons, we would respectfully request that this be rezoned, and ordinance 2026-06 then is the ordinance that deals with this 46 acres and essentially removes it from the existing PUD and zones it RS1 with commitments.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roger. I think that was a pretty good explanation.
Well,
That's
I
good.
try my best for Mr. Paris. I make him,
Well,
try to make him
tell
proud.
Mr. Paris to send you every time.
Okay. Like that, yeah.
We love Fred, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Second
Oh,
that.
he's watching. He's watching. Hi, Fred. He's online.
With that being said, this is a public hearing tonight, so is there any questions or comments? Now's the time. We're going to open up for public hearing. If somebody has a question or something, please go up and,
We will have 2 separate motions, but it is all one project. I mean, the same project. We just, because we have the 2 lots and the larger lot, so. Public hearing on both of those.
okay, so I will close the public hearing at this time. So does the council have any questions, comments before we take action?
I just have one comment. I was in the building before, the old golf building before it was rehabbed, and then was able to go through it several times after, and you guys did a great job.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we really tried hard, and yeah, we're pretty proud of it, so thank you for that nice comment.
I mean, this falls in line exactly with what people are wanting and talking about. It's kind of the stir of larger lots, and upscale, call it what you want, homes, right? That's going to relatively blend in with everything there just north.
I completely agree. Yes,
So
that's-
I really hope that this takes off for you and Fred, and I think it will.
Yeah, we're going to make it work.
Okay, anybody else, or? I think we're,
Move to approve ordinance 2026-06.
Second.
okay, we have a motion and a second. Can we do a roll call vote, please? Probably don't need to, but be
Mr.
consistent.
Bryan?
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis?
Yes.
Ms. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Austin?
Yes.
Ms. Nally?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Shuck?
Yes.
Pass 7-0.
Okay, thank you on that one, Jim. Now we will go to the other one. Approval of ordinance 2026-07, zoning to be known as Eagles Landing PUD 2026. And again, Roger, I think the explanation is the same, so we will go ahead and open this up again for a public hearing. If there's any question that we kind of didn't get out, we're open for public hearing at this time.
Thank you.
Seeing no one move forward, we will close the public hearing and back to the council again.
Move to approve ordinance 2607.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Again, let's go ahead and do the roll call, please.
Mr. Prine?
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis?
Yes.
Ms. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Austin?
Yes.
Ms. Nally?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Shuck?
Yes.
Pass 7-0.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Curry.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Roger.
Okay, next item, under new business.
Move to read new business by title only.
Second.
All those in favor to read by title only, please by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, number one, approval of ordinance 2026-08, rezoning to be known as Innovation Park at Franklin College PUD, and this is for introduction tonight, introduction only. Planning Director Joanna Tennell.
Good evening. The request before you is submitted by Franklin College. It is Innovation Park at Franklin College PUD. The property is approximately 250 acres located on the north side of Park Avenue, also known as Greensburg Road, and on the west side of Umbarger Lane, also known as County Road 450 East. The request is to rezone the property to planned unit development. This was heard at the March 17th Plan Commission meeting, and it has been forwarded to City Council with a favorable recommendation by the Plan Commission with a 8-0 vote. It is set for introduction this evening. There are representatives of Franklin College here this evening, Tim Oakes and Tom Patz, if there are any questions this evening. But it is also set for public hearing and official action at the next meeting, April 20th.
Okay, and the questions would be for the council to ask if there's any question the council wants to ask tonight. The public can ask the questions in the public hearing, as Joanna said, April 20th.
Correct.
So is there any questions that you can ask tonight, or you want to wait till the public hearing? Hearing no questions? We're introduced on that one. Thank you, Joanna. Next item, request to appropriate grant funds received from Drug-Free Johnson County. This is also introduction tonight. Chief Cochran.
Yep, thank you, Mayor. As the mayor said, up for introduction is this grant. We apply for it every year. These funds can only be used for specific things, such as covert equipment used for investigations in narcotics. Grant is for $6,143. We're asking to have that appropriated.
Move to approve as presented.
I think.
Yeah, this is the introduction because it's an
Oh, my
ordinance.
bad, my bad.
Now, what you
one
could
we
do,
could waive?
what you could do, if you so desired, since we have the unanimous board attendance tonight, your council attendance, you could move to approve on first reading if you so desire to do that. That would require a 7-0 vote. Authorize,
Well, I think since
is it a budgetary ordinance? So you gotta have two for your
the public
purpose.
hearing, it has to be advertised, so we can.
Okay, this one does.
Man, I like it.
Never
when-
mind what I just said.
like that, Clerk Treasurer.
That's
Good
correct.
job.
My bad.
I got a feeling we're gonna have a long meeting next month, so I was trying, or next month, so I was trying.
Sorry,
Never-
Kirby.
Never mind. Sorry.
All right, that
Sorry,
was
Chief.
introduced, Chief. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, under other business, it would be an annual approval for renewal of continuing disclosure service agreement with Baker Tilly, Clerk Treasurer Jan Jones.
This has been the same since 2021. It's on there for you to look at. They take care of any and all of our bonds and making sure that they are reported correctly and that they're done on time for the annual requirement. So nothing has changed. It's just running through you guys for your okay to continue. No price change, anything like that.
So we can't approve, the council can't approve this tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Move to approve?
Second.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. That gets us to the council
I
members.
have other business as well.
That's correct.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Some of the council members I know were present during the Board of Works meeting, but by way of introduction, and thank you to the Mayor's Youth Council that started this, 8 or 9 years ago. There is a need for faster, more secure wireless internet at the amphitheater, and this need was identified by the Youth Council years ago and really has been pushed by our vendors that use those services down there. As you know, everybody pays now by phone. We take tickets by phone, so things of that nature. So we needed better Wi-Fi. And so the mayor and Rick and the technology council all began meeting with various providers, and JC Fiber was the entity that could provide us the best service that was closed in order that we could be secure for our vendors. And at the Board of Works meeting tonight, JC Fiber agreement was approved, wherein it costs the city approximately $500 a month plus a $2,500 fee to get the services started. Now, the Board of Works also noted that the $500 fee will be a user fee that vendors pay, and it will be a small fee because we have so many vendors that pay it, so that it really will not cost the city anything. That's by way of background from the Board of Works. There was also, the Board of Works approved what we call an attachment agreement, which allows the JC Fiber to attach certain parts of their equipment to our buildings down at the amphitheater, attach them on top of the roof to make them non-intrusive. They approved that agreement. In the JC Fiber agreement, they are also providing us all the equipment that is necessary to do the high-speed internet. That equipment totals approximately $27,800. Rather than the city pay them for that equipment, they have agreed that if we would offer them a $25,000 sponsorship agreement, so basically an in-kind consideration, then they would waive the $27,000 that we owe to them, and the Parks Department recommended that we approve a $25,000 benefit to them, similar to what we do to other people, which is $5,000 value over the course of the next 5 years. So we'll get a little bit of a benefit. They will also continue to pay us a $500 a year sponsorship for the movie night that they've been doing in the past as well. So that, because it is a sponsorship agreement, is something you folks should approve. So the Board of Works approved their agreement subject to you approving the sponsorship agreement, and I'm asking for that authority since it is April and we're beginning to start things going on down there. So I'm happy to answer any questions of any council members.
I think that's an easy decision. I've only been on here 2.5 years, and that topic came up prior to me even being on here with vendors down at the amphitheater and the ability or not, the lack of ability to process payments quick enough to get more people through their lines. So it is welcomed, and I think it's a great project where the Parks Department has taken on the sponsorship to trade in kind.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And we'll have that one for the secure network for the vendors so they can use credit cards and things. And then you still have the public Wi-Fi, which when you have 10,000 people all using their phones, it's hard to get something. You really need a pretty sophisticated outfit, and I think this will do the trick.
And I will tell you, the Mayor's Youth Council has worked on this a lot over the years, and it's a good lesson for the Mayor's Youth Council to realize that sometimes you don't always get what you want, and it takes forever to get it done. So you will be the class, this class of Mayor's Youth Council will be the one get credited for getting this accomplished. So good job with that.
But in the words of the Rolling Stones, you get what you need. So we've got that. So they don't even know who the Rolling Stones are.
Right. That's not true.
That's
Okay.
So, Mayor, just copy what Lynn had said. The $2,500 is a one-time fee, and that basically is for the installation of the products being installed.
Correct.
That's just a one-time fee. It's not a yearly fee.
right. And then the $500 a month will be collected through vendor, small fees, because we appreciate our vendor. And then the $27,000 is waived in exchange for the $25,000 sponsorship.
They will be happy to pay that small fee.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, is that just the amphitheater area? Is that more downtown? Because I know it's Wi-Fi downtown is everywhere he goes an issue.
It's pretty much the amphitheater area, what this is specifically directed, because we want to be able to control it.
Yeah.
Because not only do we need it for our vendors, we also need it in the green room. Any of the bands that come need to be able to hook up to certain things. The way that technology works, I'm sorry, I don't understand all the technology, but yeah, the needs are pretty great in that small area.
Also for the maintenance building,
Yeah, yes. the
to
maintenance.
include the maintenance building,
Correct.
where they're going to be storing a lot of stuff.
I will say that the equipment that they proposed is good equipment, very, highly used, very secure. and at a great price. Pricing for that type of equipment, for what they propose for other vendors, can easily double or triple that cost there, though.
And I would be remiss, Josh used to be on, Councilman Prine, sorry, used to be on the technology committee, and this started with them, and then they've reviewed it recently and unanimously recommended this as well.
And Josh, this is what you do for a living?
Correct.
Yeah.
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 So
So I'm looking for a motion to approve the MOU regarding the corporate sponsorship.
So
To
moved.
approve.
Second.
Have the mayor sign.
To the mayor to sign on behalf of the council. Thank you.
So move.
Second.
Okay, I think Sean took a crack at that first.
Yep,
but,
that was,
We have a motion.
Josh
Either way,
finished it.
Yeah, either way, we have a motion and a second. So all those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you. Now we can get to council comments. Josh? you
Nothing tonight.
Ann?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Mr. Austin?
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Taylor?
nothing tonight.
Mr. Shelp?
I appreciate the residents being here on this Franklin College project. I did receive emails, I'm assuming all of you did, and I responded, I think, to almost all of them. So I like the fact that you've taken an interest in what's going on and have showed up tonight, and I'm guessing you'll be back next time. So, all right, thank you.
Okay. Irene?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Jennifer?
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Okay, and Addie?
Yeah, all right, so as he said,
Say your last name, and
Gotcha.
everybody has to introduce with last name.
absolutely. All right, my name is Addie Jeffrey, and you guys want to introduce yourself?
I'm Taylor McHenry. I'm Madison Holman. I'm Grace Anderson. I'm Allison Norman. I'm Emma Small. I'm Liz Woods. I'm Mackenzie Swalberg. I'm Ian Steiner.
That was very nicely done. Roll call.
Where the
First
boys
and
are.
last name.
Where are the boys?
So you want to talk about your project, which I know you just completed, well, you've almost completed the Wi-Fi, so.
Yeah, that was great news to hear. For my entire time I've been at the high school, I've been hearing about this, and the past members have told me how much it means to them, so I'm sure that everyone's going to be very happy when they find out. But for our current project, I just heard that we received the water fountains that we're going to be installing, our dog water fountains from around Franklin, and our big fundraiser project is coming up, the Pets on the Trail. So I believe that's April 26th. If you guys aren't signed up, I recommend signing up. It's going to be really fun. There's going to be some giveaways. Sign up, please. Yeah, that's basically what I have right now. We are going to promote to the middle school to get new members starting this week, actually. So we're working.
School's moving pretty quick.
It is.
Okay. Jan?
Nothing, thank you.
Tara?
Never thought I'd say this, but go Michigan.
And I think,
I'm sorry, Mayor, Joanna did ask me, repeat the announcement that we have an open house for the public Thursday in this room at 6 o'clock on our comprehensive plan. The reason that I'm stressing it over and over again, as many of the people in here know, frequently when you have rezoning petitions, one of the criteria that is often looked at is your comprehensive plan. And we don't get many people that attend them when we make them. So now's your chance to be here and give us public comment, because once we get it, that's what we're always looking at. So please do come and say your piece. It is Thursday at 6 PM in this room. There's been announcements in the papers and on our website, and again, Thursday at 6 PM in this room.
okay.
Thank you.
All right, with that being said, I think we're ready to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I was going to ask you, I think it has to be